My name is Majid. I'm sharing this story because some mistakes are made just once, but their effects haunt you for years. Even now when I remember those days, my heartbeat quickens, as if it's all about to happen again. From childhood people always told me, Majid, be a little smart. Being this naive is not good. And I truly was like that, quiet, soft-natured, minding my own business. Far from fights and conflicts, spending most of my time studying or at home. Until 5th grade my life was completely ordinary, same school, same friends, same routine with no fear or trouble. Then for some reason I got the urge to change schools. Even now I don't understand why. My mother advised me, son, don't leave a place where you have peace without reason. But I thought a new environment would be better. I didn't listen. The day I arrived at the new school, I could already feel it. This place was different. Harsh. Cold. Boys spoke rudely to each other. Fights broke out over trivial things. I stayed quiet at first, talking to no one. Because I was good at studies, teachers began recognizing me quickly. I was often given as an example in class. At first this felt good, but I didn't know that this very thing was filling poison in someone else's heart. There was a boy in class. He didn't talk much, but his eyes were often on me. I ignored him at first. Then one day he came to me himself, smiled and slowly started becoming friends. I was happy thinking I had found a new friend. But some people's smiles hide dishonest intentions. With time his behavior began changing. He would mock me in front of everyone. Sometimes hide my books. Sometimes say things that made the whole class laugh. I thought it was jokes at first. But gradually this became a daily routine. The hardest part was that in front of others he acted like my best friend, but when alone he would mentally torment me. I'd come home and go silent. When mother asked I'd say everything is fine. I didn't want her to worry. But inside, fear was building. Before going to school my heart would start racing. Some nights I couldn't sleep, just lying there thinking what will happen tomorrow. This continued for 3 years. By 8th grade something had changed inside me. That soft-natured boy who endured everything was slowly breaking from within. I'd cry alone but tell no one. Then school ended. On the surface everything was over. But in reality something had just begun. After that I noticed anger accumulating inside me. Anger whose source I couldn't even understand. Whenever the memory of that boy came, a strange restlessness and the thought of revenge would arise. I'd try to calm myself but the thought would return. Revenge slowly changes a person. One night when everyone was asleep I was scrolling on my phone. A video appeared, about taking revenge through spiritual means. I ignored it at first. But it appeared again. I opened it. A man claimed to be a spiritual healer, saying that if someone has wronged you, through a special ritual they can be made to face consequences. His voice was calm. His words were convincing. And I was blind with anger. I thought, maybe this is the way. For days I just watched videos. Then one day I worked up the courage and contacted this man. That was the moment the most terrifying chapter of my life began. He asked me a few questions. About my enemy, my name, my age, whether I truly wanted revenge. His manner of speaking was as if he could read my anger. He said, after the ritual I tell you, there is no going back. That sentence should have scared me. But in that moment I thought, maybe after this everything will be fine. I did exactly as he said, secretly, without telling anyone. At the time I felt I was getting justice. But in reality I was opening a door, without knowing what was behind it. The first few weeks passed completely normally. I'd think about my enemy every day and wait for something bad to happen to him. But nothing happened. He was living his life just the same. The first change happened in me. Initially it was very subtle. I started feeling like someone was watching me. At night when the room lights were off, it felt like someone was present in a corner. I told myself it was just imagination. Then sleep began getting affected. I'd suddenly wake up at night, heart pounding. Sometimes I felt like someone had called my name, but no one was there. One night I was lying in bed when I clearly felt, as if someone was slowly walking just outside my room door. The footsteps were very faint but continuous. I gathered courage and opened the door. Nobody. After that night the fear grew. During the day everything seemed fine. But as evening came the heart would become restless. I started talking less with people. Family thought it was study pressure. But the reality was something else. Then came the phase when I started hearing voices. Initially it seemed like someone was talking from far away. The words weren't clear, just a whisper-like sound. I'd listen carefully, but as soon as I paid attention the sound would stop. After a few days the voices became clearer. Sometimes it felt like someone was calling my name. Sometimes I felt like someone was standing close to me softly whispering something. I'd turn around and there'd be nothing. During that time I also began seeing shadows. At first they only appeared at the edge of my vision, as if something had moved. But when I looked fully there was nothing. Gradually these shadows became clearer, especially when I was alone. I had started talking to myself. Sometimes I wouldn't even realize I was speaking out loud. Family members started worrying. Some said maybe it's Jinn. Others said mental stress. But I myself didn't understand what was happening. Then came a night I walked out of the house. I don't remember doing it. I don't remember opening the door. I don't remember stepping outside. A stranger found me standing in the middle of the dark road, barefoot, no idea how far I had walked. His voice pulled me back to reality. I stopped. I looked at myself. Standing in the middle of a dark street. Barefoot. No reason. After that incident my family took me to a doctor. Tests were done. He said it could be stress-related. Family wasn't convinced. Then someone suggested a religious scholar. The scholar listened. Recited some verses. Then slowly said, "Son, someone has tried to connect you to something. But the main harm has been done to you, not your enemy." That day I understood. I had been cheated. That man online had not been a healer. He had seen my anger and used it against me. The door I opened thinking revenge was on the other side, it had opened into myself. After months of spiritual healing and prayers I gradually came back. The voices faded. The shadows disappeared. Sleep returned to normal. But the experience left a mark that still doesn't go away completely. Today whenever I remember that boy from school I feel no anger. Only pity. And one lesson, never use hatred as a weapon. Because the sharpest edge always cuts the one who holds it.